1 2 1 2 1 2. One, two. Let's just see if the sound is working. Let's just see if the sound is working. Okay. Right. 10:40. Let's try and wrap this up before 11:30, where we could get a nice trade and get some gains for the day, make some money. Okay, hello to anyone that is here already, and hello to anybody that's watching this in the future. Today we're going to kick off straight away on the Market Monitor page. We're going to find those altcoins that are getting high volume with high potential. This is the Ribbon Flow Pro dashboard. This is where we can this is where we can get all of our coins in a nice list and just import it into TradingView. So we can see the volume, we can see the market cap, we can see the volume to market cap ratio. We can literally just click on it like this and the list will form. You can download that list, upload it into TradingView, and then quickly chart it. So let's go through these coins. Mango Network, I remember this coin. This one is a Solana coin. It's only a 32 million market cap, but it's getting 50 mil in volume, up 1% so far today. World Mobile token, absolute shit coin on Cardano, promising the world, delivering nothing, just like most altcoins. Knight, Charles Hoskinson's latest endeavor, up 2% on the day. I saw this one yesterday, it was double bottoming. Enzo, a lovely pump and dumper. They love to pump and dump that. Humor, I've been doing some bot trades on this. Jackson, I know a couple of people in the Telegram are trading this coin. This coin I've been trading over the weekend. G Coinion. Oh, Coinbase tokenized stock. That reminds me, tokenized stocks and TradFi come into the crypto exchanges. I love it. Trading copper, trading silver. Bro, big changes happening. I love it. JTO, Backpack. All these coins. This one's already up 24%. This one, a $52 million market cap. Yeah, market cap. Kato is a bit of a higher one. I'm going to try and look for ones that have got a bit more of a higher market cap, so it's not as easy manipulated, you know. Get a bit more in. So, yeah, J2O is quite good. Banana S31, they love to manipulate this, up 8% on the day. Any other ones? I've seen Dusk is moving quite a lot. This one's moving quite a lot. We'll take a look at it. The rest of them are not getting crazy volume. If I scroll down to the bottom of the page here, we can have a quick look at some bubble opportunities. Yep, there's Knight. Vet. Nah, I'm not interested in any of them really. Not really interested in it. Sun. Oh, Sun could be good. He wants to always get in on the party. So we got a volume spike on Sun. Could be worth taking a look at. Fartcoin does like to move. Okay, there's JTO again. We've already got that. Banana. Arweave does like to move. We'll add Arweave. Pippin likes to move. Alright, this is like the sweet spot around here in these market cap coins. Sign. I have been watching Sign recently. I think I've added Dusk already, but we'll make sure. And these ones, yeah, a bit small. Bit small. Okay. And anything creeping up. Okay. Right, so next up, I'm just going to download this. Save this. And then I am going to be going... I'm going to leave you on this page for a second. I'm going to head over to TradingView, import my list. And then... we can get into looking through these coins for our opportunities. So all you do on TradingView is you click upload list, go to that one that you just saved, and then you've got it. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. Let's bring you guys over to the charts, which is here. Okay, so we are back on the charts. Yes, nice, nice. Very nice, very nice. And sorted. Okay, we're gonna close this down. We're gonna move the bots time in front. Okay, so let's start off with our staples. We're gonna have a look at the US 500. Turn off the drawings. Okay, so what we've got going on the US 500, we are sitting in 4-hour resistance, but let's kick it off on the daily. Okay, so you can see that we ran these lows here, and that's quite bad. Obviously, we've got this bounce because Trump's making up lies. Trump's making up lies saying we're talking with Iran, making deals. But what I am seeing, and it will probably bring my drawings back up, is we've got this trend here. Okay, I've already drawn this. We've got this trend here, which is like an ultimate target. We've also got this much steeper trend here. If this trend breaks, and we get up to this daily and get over the daily, then up here, big shorting opportunity. So I'm looking at this in like 3 stages. We've got this trend line here, which is trying to break up above, which would probably line up with the 4-hour right now, where we're sitting. Yeah, look at how hard these trends are. So we've got this trend, which it could come up, try to get to here, and then reject again, like it has been doing the whole way down. So this is the third touch point on this trend. Reject, 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 reject. That's the US 500 just rejecting down. So if we do spike up maybe this week, I would expect another rejection. But we could get a little 4-hour close above, retest, and then maybe push up to the daily. So this could be a big spike up to the daily. And obviously you can keep your size manageable, and you could DCA in all the way up to the daily, and then get that rejection down would be lovely for a trade. So you've got that situation going on the US 500. Potential area to short right now, but also a much better position up here in this trend line up here. This trend line coming down. Okay. So here is probably the best opportunity. You've got 2. The trend line, this heavy trend line here, and the daily. If we get over this level here on the US 500. And obviously if the US 500 rejects, then a lot of other things will reject. The UK 100, I've been enjoying trading this, because I was looking at this and I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All the way up. And I did have a position right here at the very top. And yeah, I've taken all my profits from this trade on the UK 100. And I wish I had my other chart where I had it drawn out. I don't have it, but we do still have a bit of a trend here. If for some reason they start trying to, pump markets up again, try and change the sentiment of this war around, then we could maybe see a double top. But it's going to take something big to do that. I don't know what would do that. I don't know what would flip it around. But the levels to short again, I would love another daily touch. I would love to get another short in here again. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Instead, the 12-hour is waiting here. The daily is waiting there. Both of these, I'm going to be putting short orders in. And we might not even make it. This could be it right now. The 4-hour. So maybe you could start DCA in from the 4-hour. And the target would be a monthly ribbon, which would send us right down to here. The UK is actually in a bit of a dire spot, to be honest. It's really in quite a dire spot. And I think these levels are potential targets to start scaling out any new positions. I do regret this trade a bit for me because I did scale out a bit too early. I was scaling out, after this, got another re-entry in here, but then I did take profits a bit too early. I didn't realize that this was going to be quite like a high tension war. I didn't realize how much it would affect things. I underestimated how strong this trade would be because I did actually start scaling in my position here at 10.5, which was a bit early. I could have got an even better position if I had just waited for this. I did have some positions right here at the very tippity top, but could have got a really massive position here. So that was a lesson learned. But when you are trading the ribbon, when you see this huge move up here where you've not tested the ribbon the 18th of December until the 3rd of March, this whole move, things is overheated. We had this touch, to be fair, we had this touch here, but when we're getting overextended from the ribbon like this, it's cooling. The ribbon is cooling, and you can be looking for the shorts. Just try not to be too early. Which brings me on to silver. So to recap on this, we are bouncing off the weekly at the moment. We could see maybe a move to the top of the weekly, which we've already done. That's where the 4-hour is. We could see a hit on the daily, on the 12-hour. These are all areas to keep shorting. Keep shorting. My mentor says keep shorting. I say keep shorting. And for some reason, this one is definitely worth shorting. Let's make it a green line. So we could just short this trend line again. It would be the third touch. I think it would be a profitable short. Pay your rent for the month with this short, because your target, you could put stop loss above the daily ribbon. Your target, if we did actually, let's just hide the drawings for a second, and then let's say we get in at the bottom of the ribbon. Bit of a shame we can't. So we get in at the bottom of the ribbon. Oh god, around here somewhere, bit above there, target down here. 6R trade. And also, if you do get that rejection off the 1 day, you can quickly get your stop loss to break even, and then you're just laughing, making profits. Ribbon trading is the best trading. So that's the UK 100, that's the US 500. Any pushes upwards, you've got to short. You've got to short. My mentor says short any pumps. I say short any pumps. Silver reached the target zone, but I do think silver is going to come lower, because let me show you. I do think that maybe silver will reject and then come down to the 54 level. Just because all eyes were on silver. A lot of people want silver, and silver is very manipulated. So yeah, I do think silver is going to come lower, but could be wrong. And if I am wrong, then it's okay, because if we get above, if silver manages to get above the 4-hour ribbon here and close above, retest, then you can target the daily, shave some profits there. That's when it might come down. But I think, you know, this market, this silver takes a little while to move. We have this range. I've got things drawn out on my other account, but we've got this range from, this is the silver range. We are at the bottom of the range now. We've got this trend line. So yeah, when you're trading the ribbon, you want to be looking for the trend. Currently, you can see the trend is down on silver, and it needs to start making some higher lows here on the 4-hour. It's still not made a higher low. You know, it's got a head and shoulders pattern, as some traders like to say. We're not above the 4-hour yet. We're above the 1-hour. So that's good for silver. We've got this trend line coming down here. So if silver can get above this trend line, above the 4-hour, then silver could be worth a long. You could even bid the 1-hour on the way up for silver and then just get your stop loss to break even. But keep an eye on silver for sure. And you can trade this on Bitrunix, and you can use a bot to trade it. You can put the ribbonflowpro.com bot on to trade silver now. And yeah, you could have had some good profitable shorts on silver with the bot. I can see a few that would have worked out. Okay, we need to start moving through these because we've got not much. Oh, look at this trend line touch on ETH for a long here. And now ETH is getting above the 4-hour. ETH has potential to move up. ETH does have potential. Where it could move to, this trend line, the support and resistance above these yellow lines. I've got so many drawings on here. So yeah, ETH could maybe make a move. Nah, it's not. I don't think ETH is going to pump up to 3K. If it does, then it's a great shorting opportunity. But I think maybe let's just get past this double top here and then move lower down to these levels, 1.4. We could see that from ETH. And lastly, Bitcoin. Bitcoin in this trend. This is on a daily time frame. It is above on the daily, and look at this ribbon retest on the daily as well. Bitcoin has had this ribbon retest on the daily, which is very nice. I'm sure if we put the ribbon rider long bot on here, it would have caught this long. If it loads. Surprised the long is not there yet. Why is this long not coming up? Okay, I'm not sure what's happened there. Not sure why that's not triggered. That should have been a definitely long trigger, so I need to look at that. But the 4-hour has had a nice trigger as well. And you would be in a long position. the first hurdle, if Bitcoin can get over this resistance here, then we do have a 4-hour OB bid here. 4-hour OB bid. This will act as resistance to begin with. It will probably come up into here, reject off this box to begin with, probably just from the bottom of it, reject, come back down, test support around here, and then probably move up, in my opinion, to maybe double top or to the trend line. Nvidia is sitting below the 4-hour, sitting on the daily. Oh no, sitting way below the daily. Nvidia might be dying here, guys. On the weekly, it's losing the weekly. Nvidia is losing the weekly. This is pretty huge. It's closing below the weekly. So if Nvidia actually loses the weekly, then the monthly is down here. And we could see Nvidia test the monthly and maybe come to the bottom of the monthly. And the mentor says Nvidia is a big Ponzi scheme. Imagine if we see Nvidia die. Okay, so we got this trend line. Yeah, Nvidia. I hope Nvidia spikes up so we can get another short on Nvidia. And then the DAX dying, rejecting the daily, come up to the daily again. We can get another trade. Maybe you could even pull the trigger here on a 4-hour. But this trend line would be much nicer up here. But it depends how strong it can be. Oh god, we got so many things. The dollar sitting under the 4-hour. Potentially could bounce off the daily. It's in this range. It's like it wants to break out of this range. Testing support. If the dollar does start finding strength and heading up, then silver will probably come down to our target levels in the 50s. Gold. Oh god, gold. What happened to you, gold? Do you remember all those people FOMOing gold at the top? Down 20%. Gold. Not too interested in gold. USDT dominance is losing the daily. So if this does come down, we might see a bit of a relief. USDT down would send Bitcoin up. And the weekly is sitting here. I think, yeah, we could get that weekly ribbon touch on USDT. So maybe it could be this week. It's a bit bullish sentiment for Bitcoin. And then at the end of the week, we get that move up. USDT could then triple top. USDT dominance. If this comes down, then Bitcoin does move up, doesn't it? Where's Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is under the weekly right now on a daily time frame in this range. It's trying to do stuff. What do we think? I'm not too sure on the dominance here. It's in the middle. It needs to make its mind up. It's bouncing between these two trends. So keep an eye on that. I can't decide what that's going to do. It's hard to tell. Oh, and this trade, US. Oh my god. This one I want higher. US dollar to Japanese yen. I've got orders up at these trend lines. This trend line, this trend line, this trend line. I've got orders at this OB bid short. I've got many orders to short the Japanese yen. So yeah, I can't wait for these assets to come onto the crypto exchanges as well. And that's pretty much it for my TradFi trades. Oh, okay. Euro USD coming up into the dollar, coming up into the daily ribbon right now. This could be a trade for today. This could be a big trade for the today. Short the euro. Short the euro. It's coming into the daily. If it manages to get over the daily, sure, we can take a small loss, but I think you could get a great trade shorting the euro and your target. Oh, and look, it's lining up with the bottom of the weekly as well. So the daily and the weekly are lining up. If it gets above, it could get above. There's resistance here. It could test this resistance up here. It could. And again, I would short it there as well. So I'm shorting this weekly resistance, this daily resistance, and I'm going to short this resistance up here if it gets up here. This is OB bid. My target for this, we're going to take it to a monthly. Oh my God. The monthly. What can we see? What can we see? We can see levels right down here. But we do need to be watching the DXY. These are some target levels. Quite big targets. So it's trying to fight at the moment. Let's just hide this. Yeah. So we could come down to the first target would be down to the monthly. We close. Look what happened here after we closed under it on the monthly back in 21. And the Euro countries are not too hot, just the same as the UK, and we'll make money on the full, especially if Trump is falling out with both of them. They're doing their little spat at each other for not helping each other out in this show war. It's just a load of bullshit, isn't it? It really is a load of bullshit. It all happens at certain levels. It's showbiz. It's showbiz on a world stage, in my opinion. That it's showbiz on a world stage. This politics malarkey. So, what do I think is going to happen? I think we can short the euro. That's going to be some great trades, I think, in TradFi. So let the Japanese yen go higher. Let the euro come into this zone. There's probably a trade that I'm going to take today is short in the euro. Silver, I've got bids lower, but if silver can get over the 4-hour ribbon, then I might long silver up here. So let's put an alert here. What else? I touched on Nvidia. If Nvidia spikes up, I'll short that. If the US 500 spikes up any more to these trend lines or to this daily, I'm going to short that. And that's it. Let's get on to the altcoins now. Okay, so we've got quite a few altcoins. I'm gonna drill through these, boys. I'm going to drill through these. Excuse me. Right, Cat Sang-Sis. Oh, this is potentially in a bounce zone right now. If we had the bot set up, this bot trades automatically for you on Bitfinex. We would have had this position open, this ratio TP hit, this position open. It would be currently sitting in a loss. But yeah, this has potential. If it can hold the 4-hour, great. Send it higher. It's getting good volume. It's on the list for a reason. Cat, I'm going to be watching you today for a potential trade. If you want to get this trading bot that trades around the ribbon, you can short, which would have been amazing shorts here. You can long, you can, it does it all for you, automated. You just, you come into here, you set your parameters. It's very easy to do. You do your position sizing on the dashboard, on the Ribbon Flow Pro dashboard. And you also get a 7-day free trial. Keep your position small on your 7-day free trial, and you'll be able to learn the basics and get trading with the bot and make some money. You could probably make easily a year's subscription in your 7 days if the market stays volatile like this. And it also takes the emotion out of trading. It takes the emotion, it takes the patience, it takes the stress out of trading. You can set it up on like a higher time frame like this, 4-hour time frame, and you can just let it trade for you on these highly manipulated shit coins. Okay, so Night is currently bouncing. It's actually sitting above the 4-hour, and it's trying to get above the 1 hour right now. So this one could be coming up for a trade. If it can get, we're looking at this now, it looks like it's really trying to break out of this trend. So if I'm looking at this just quickly, we've got this trend. It's breaking out of the trend. In the next minute, it's going to close. It will probably come back, test this trend line, and send it higher. I'm actually going to pull up my I've got my Blowfin account. I'm probably going to pull the trigger on this trade if it's going to close above this trend line. I'm going to put in some orders for below it, and look, it's coming up to 11:15 coming up. The 11:30 trade could be a retest of this trend line, so we can get into this trade right here on the stream. What level is that? That is at 47.05. And we can just put our stop loss down here, 46.330. So that is the close above. And you can go up to 50x leverage on this coin if you wanted to. We don't need to do that. So I think just put in a test of about here, 47.09. Something like that. See how that goes. It's only a 15-minute trade, and the target would probably be up here at the daily. So you can see what kind of trade that could be if we get a long position. Let's say that's our entry. We put our stop loss. We could have put our stop loss very tight, like here, but these S coins can wick. So I've just put it down below. Where did I put it? I've put it at. Let's just say we are conservative. We put it just below that order block there. Target the daily up here. That would give us a 5.9R trade. And we'll just leave that there and visit that back at the end. I've actually put my stop loss a lot lower than that, because we do have the 4-hour down here. The 4-hour would be a very nice test. As it's not tested the 4-hour yet, but this is quite an explosive move up. And it's tapping this trend line like it wants to break it. It's also, I was watching this the other day for a double bottom, and yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll visit this back at the end of the stream to see how it's playing out, because it's in the hour now. where it could potentially close above the 1 hour and then move higher. So I think I will actually set the TP as well as 55.9. I'm not going to do that now. I'll come back and do that in a minute. Okay, so we had that 15-minute trend line break. We've not got filled yet. Hopefully we get filled down here. Whatever happens, happens. Let's keep an eye on that. Simple as that. Enzo, I have loved trading this coin in the past. We are, again, look at this. Breaking out of the 4 hour. Retesting the 4 hour as we speak. It's coming up to 11:20. It's about to be 11:30, not long. So, lads, potential here. Oh, the hourly is lining up as well. Again, this is a live trade that's going to be taken on the stream right now. I got to do these streams a bit earlier as the 11:30 trade is real, bro. And all we got to do is okay, so we do have, it's sitting at support. It's sitting at the 4 hour and the 1 hour. I think this one could just literally be a market buy, and the stop loss can go. It is losing the 15-minute, which is not too great, but the 1 hour and 4 hour could act as great support here. Even here, we did have this close above and then a quick test, and it did move up before breaking down. So this is where you can get your stop loss to break even on a move up like that. And then rejecting off the ribbon, breaking above the ribbon now, trying to get above the daily. I think we could pull the trigger on a little trade here. See what kind of trend lines we're dealing with. See, you can see how the bot would have dealt with this. You would have got stop loss hit here on a 2% loss, and then here you got an entry. It just didn't quite hit the ratio there, but you could manually close that. So we got this trend line. So I think maybe a little stop loss here at this level. Oh, can we? I don't know if we can trade Enzo futures. Yep, we can. So 1.136. You know, we could get a wick down underneath, but we'll see how it goes as we come up to 11:30. The 11:30 trade can be quite quick. Okay. Boom. See if those get filled. Enzo's been marked up. Huma, I've been trading this one quite a bit. Again, look at it sitting in the 1 hour. It's probably tested the 4 hour ribbon. Yep, look, pretty much tested the 4 hour ribbon. Came very close to testing the 4 hour ribbon. Currently bouncing up. We've got a trend line up here, which is kind of broken above and retested right now. Huma could send higher. This one's been quite choppy in this range. I had a bot trade from down here and up. See if it's respecting the daily. It is respecting the daily right now. It's had a test of the daily, and we could see this trend line. We could see this trend line. We could see move higher. We're going to keep an eye on Huma. This junction really wicking down. Wow, a member of mine, in the bot Telegram was talking about this coin, and it's actually moved up higher. He was hoping for it to bounce up because he forgot to pick what direction he wanted the bot to trade. And we've actually had this test here on the 1 hour. It's slightly rejecting. This coin is getting volume. If we look on a 15-minute, It's broken above the 15 minutes, broken above the 1 hour, it's broken above the 4 hour. Potentially could retest and send higher. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Sahara, I was actually trading this one the other day up here, as we had a OB bid. We had an OB bid trade here. And we did have, what day was it? Yeah, we had a 1 hour OB bid the other day here somewhere. Again, 1 hour ribbon rejection. Boom, 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 boom. Sitting at this trend line now. I'm not too sure what this one's doing. It's sitting under the 1 hour ribbon. We could see a daily ribbon test. Yeah, I'm not 100% on the direction of this coin, but it has been moving up quite nicely. You can't deny that. Has it tested the weekly yet? No, the weekly is sitting up here. So this has potential to maybe touch the weekly here, or maybe touch the top of the weekly here. It could spike up. Not 100% on this one. G, the mentor, MW, said about this one is one for a potential long. So it's losing the 4 hour right now. It rejected off the 4 hour. It's rejected off the 4 hour. It's rejected off the 4 hour ribbon. Got above the ribbon, rejected swiftly, but it is now testing the daily. Could be an area for a position right now. Why not? What do you lose? What do you lose? If you enter right now, you put your stop loss like here. Or to be fair, there is support down here. So maybe you could put in an order down here as well. I think I can see, if we change this, we can see, yeah, there is a trend line here as well, which could be tapped. So we've got this 4 hour trend line waiting here. So maybe you could bid into this daily, DCA into this daily ribbon, and then see higher prices. Even if it's just like get to this OB, you could see that happen there. So we're going to keep an eye on G today as well. This Coinion is coin. I need to. That's on though. Can't really look at that. Jito is coming down. I have a friend that's really into Sol, and he always used to talk about this coin, giving him money for holding it. And I used to say, bro, watch out for the staking, because it's a huge scam. It's just to get you to like hold the coins and not sell the coins. But yeah, it's had a really nice move up. We got this trend line above it. It's not really had a decent close for a long time until like down here. You can see it's already tested this once after we had this close. It gave you a very nice short here on Jito. Could maybe see something similar. Where is the weekly for resistance? The weekly for resistance is very close. Oh my god, this coin has just gone down so much. Literally, people were screaming and raving about it back here at $4. And now it's down at 31 cents. And I've not heard a single soul talk about this coin for a very long time. But when the market does finally turn around and people start coming back because the pumps are happening, then this is one that could pump. It's sitting at the 4 hours sitting there. We could see much lower prices before this. Could the 4 hour hold? Yeah, I'm not 100%. You know, it's not something that I'm going to bet on too much here. If it does, it will just be a quick bounce. A very quick bounce, because there is support sitting there. So maybe worth a bid. Just keep your size small and take it out quickly. Move your stop loss to break even quickly. So I will be adding that to the list. Aria, this one is respect. Look how this is respecting the ribbon on the way up. And had the bot been on this with a free, I'm pretty sure I've got a free ratio set. Yeah, ratio is on free at 100%. Then it's taken many trades. Many trades on the 4 hour. Let's check what the 1 hour would look like. Many trades, and the profit factor is 1.8 from the bot. 52% of the trades are profitable. You got to remember, it's got a free ratio all the way up. You can set your ratio on this bot, and you can see, look, enters, TP hit, enter again, TP hit, enter, TP, enter, TP, enter, stop loss, enter, stop loss, enter, stop loss, enter, TP. And because of it's a 3-to-1 ratio, let's have a look. So that is 2%, and that is, this should be 4%. It keeps, get off. So here a TP is hit. So we enter TP. Yeah, 6, 7%, 8%. Basically 8%. So you should lose 2% and get 8% if a TP hits. Yeah, because of it's on a free ratio, and it just rides the ribbon up. What's even better, what you could do is not put any take profit on at all. And if you're someone that's like me that can sit at the computer all day, you can actually take the ratio TP off, and then you can just see your position, enter, and if the stop loss rides up, it will ride up with it, and then you can see the profit factor, 11 profit factor now. So if you're someone like me that can actually, be at the screen, you can get incredible gains from the trading bot. This one has been flagging up a lot as well on the dashboard for those high volume coins, and it continues to move up. At some point, this will probably, wrong thing. At some point, this will probably spike up. Oh Christ, it's already spiking up. Okay, so potential areas to short this coin. This is probably like a scam coin, like that Siren. I think if you just put orders like near this trend line, you will probably catch a great trade. The liquidation spike from 2 to 6 could be huge. And if you don't want to wait, just put the bot on this. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one. If the ratio, I'm not going to explain it, but yeah, it could actually really provide great gains. This one is a bit of a larger market cap coin. Okay, so the Enzo trade got entered, and it's currently in the green right now, 10% already. So we need to keep an eye on that. It's 11:30. We'll see how the 11:30 trade goes, because it could just continue in the same direction. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Right, Kaito on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is lower, and the daily is got above the daily, so it's kind of bullish. It's above the daily. It's been accumulating down here for a while. Yeah, the weekly is up higher, so excuse me, if you can get a position on Kaito, maybe at the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, then maybe you could get a nice move up to these areas, and get those nice gains. Where are we looking to enter? To be honest, we could just put the bot on this for an entry, and if you want to just let it ride with a TP, put a ratio TP on here. So you could just do it on a 1 hour, on a 4 hour. I think if this 1 hour here can hold, then I think maybe this is actually a good position, because it's trying to hold right now. It's trying to hold right now. And you're getting the bottom of the ribbon. So you could get this position here right now, or maybe bid the 4 hour. The 4 hour would line up with some support down here. However, it's already made its move, so you are getting a bit of a higher price when really you wanted to be interested in this when, you know, it was down here at these levels. Would have been the best down here at this level, but you know, if you're getting late to the party, just don't FOMO the top and get on at the ribbon. At least then you can put a stop loss below the ribbon. You can have defined risk, can't you? So yep, there's Kaito. I'll be watching you. Banana S31, one of the scammiest coins. I lost a lot of money on this coin before. Back in the day, this took many months of trading off of me because greed took over me that day. Greed really did take over me that day. So this is what I'm looking at, Banana S31, a very scammy coin. The 4 hour is sitting here. If they want to run this up again like they did last time, look at last time, look at that. How is anyone... Yep. Very, very high. It went... This coin really took many months of trading off of me. 300% it went in like one day. Yeah, I was very frustrated with this trade and it really made me change a lot of things about my trading. But had you had the bots, you could have been riding this up and no TP set, boom, it would have sent you up. I've noticed many things since trading these shit coins as well, these manipulated S coins, like funding rate ratios and all things like that. This one was a clear funding rate ratio manipulation, and yeah, it would have been nice to be on the other side of this coin for longing, because wow, you would have made serious money. Could the same thing happen down here? Is it trying to do it again? Is it? It does look like it's potentially trying to do something manipulative. Although, if we are drawing levels, here's resistance. And, yeah, it's come on, what's that? It's entering areas of resistance now. Not sure if they've got it in them to run it up as high as what they did last time. But it's losing the 1 hour, so could be worth trying to short. And you've got this trend line coming down off of it. So yeah, maybe start DCA in a short on this coin. It's going to go back down to 0 at some point because it's literally nothing. But the best opportunities would have been this trend line to short. So you can see there. You could get another spike up into this zone. Again, short that. For now, though, if I'm going to look at shorting this, you could start to short. Maybe put some orders in here because it's losing the 1 hour right now. The 15 minute is being... The 15 minute was lost here. It didn't get above this OB bid. Again, another great area to short. But it has tested it a lot. So you can clearly see that you could have got a great short here, a great short here, and now it's going lower. Could continue lower. I'm going to watch Banana S31. Sun, Justin's... Oh, God, Justin's Sun, what's happening, bro? You're losing it. Justin's Sun is losing it. Oh, he's got great trend lines underneath. Strong trend line underneath. right at the 4 hour. It's hit some resistance right here. Where's the daily? It's way above the daily trend line there. Where's the weekly? Oh, look at that, rejecting off the weekly as we speak. So this is probably played out. And let's see how it reacts off the 4 hour. If it reacts strong off the 4 hour, then maybe we could see this OB level, which might line up with doesn't really line up with much, to be honest. This level here, I mean, it would be nice to see it spike all the way up to here. If Sun is doing this, then Asta might be doing something. Fartcoin dying. Fartcoin dying. Have to check the volume on Fartcoin. We're not even getting above the 4 hour right now, but it is at support, and I think it looks like it's holding the daily as well. Yeah, so it's holding the daily, so maybe Fartcoin, but we're gonna have to see how it holds out. MW is leaning more to shorting, so I would like to short coins that are up a lot. Fartcoin probably be a long, but not too keen. Maybe Fartcoin could come down here for another double. Maybe into April, May, move higher. This one's fighting for the daily right now, so it's actually closed above the daily, and it's actually retesting the daily as we speak. The 4 hour could act as support here. The 1 hour inside the 1 hour. So if it is on a little bit of a run, the 1 hour could act as good support. Maybe we could get up to here, and then maybe trail your stop loss up. Kind of playing this range. Yeah, I don't really mind too much on Arweave. It's in the middle. I would have liked to long down here or closer to the ribbon. Keep an eye on it. Sign. This one has been moving up. I've been really watching this one. It's actually closed above this OB, which gives me a bit of a thinking it might move higher, but it has already moved quite a lot, and it has already tested the daily once. Maybe we could come down to the daily and then move up again, potentially. And then you could maybe target here, which is already tested once. And then maybe it could manipulate up to there. So keep an eye on that. Dusk. Oh, Dusk is having a very nice move at the moment. And you can see it got above the daily, and then it went higher. This is a massive OB daily for it to overcome. This one is really moving. It's really moving. So maybe just play this on the 15-minute. You can see boom up, boom up, boom up, boom up. How many more boom ups is it going to do on the daily time frame? Dusk. The 1 hour, this happened at 9 in the morning. And again, if you had used Ribbon Rider long trading bots, you can see how it would have acted for you. How it would have traded for you. It would have got you this entry here. Stop loss would have hit there, and then would have got you this entry here, and you're still riding it up now. And that would have executed at 5 in the morning on Monday, when you were probably wrapped up nice and tight in bed. If you wanted to leave it on a 15-minute on a lower time frame, then you would have had this position. So you go boom, 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 profit factor, 8 profit factor. Amazing stuff. So that's dusk. So in this environment right now, overall, it looks like Bitcoin does want to move higher, which it is doing right now. It's bounced off of this 15 minute. It's battling with this trend line now. Bitcoin can get above this trend line. I think we could see those higher prices up here to this level between 74 again, 73, 74 again, where we can start maybe entering the shorts again, which will be great. Let's go and look at my pink list that I've just made. Open list. Pink. So we opened a trade on Enzo. Let's see how that's doing. In the green. We entered because we were coming down here to the 1 hour to the 4 hour. That trade is currently sitting in a 30% win. I probably will shave profits in a minute as we come up into this 15-minute level. Because I know too well that these coins like to move back down, and that's going to be like a nice amount for the day before it's even midday. So that's that. And night was moving as well. Oh, night is still moving up. We didn't quite get the retest we wanted down here, so the order on that is not filled, which is a shame because night is currently moving up as well. So I don't want to FOMO. I don't want to feel the FOMO, but maybe the next position that we could wait for is the next close, then the retest, then the move higher. So probably just keep the order set. Okay, guys, that's the stream and the video for today, touching on these altcoins. This is my list, and we're already making gains that we made in the. We've got the bottom of this wick on Enzo, and it's the third candle as well. So I'm hopeful for this one to get the stop loss to break even would be very nice. And yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching. If you want to have a 7-day free trial on this trading bot, you need a BitUnix account and you need a TradingView Pro account. I'm pretty sure it's a Pro account. It's the one TradingView account up from the free account. We're coming up to the hour mark. Thanks for watching. These altcoins are bouncing, but get ready to open up the shorts again. The shorts will get opened again up at these levels. We touched on TradFi at the beginning and overall sentiment, and then we've just touched on all the altcoins. Don't forget you can trade all like copper, silver, commodities, and a few indices over on BitUnix as well, and the bot does link up with that as well. And yeah, let's wrap it up. Goodbye.